You had a very difficult sentencing, a very high profile and public sentencing as it is now. Tell us a little bit about what happened with Chris Young.
Yeah, so the catalyst was, you agonize over these sentences, but then there were times where it's actually worse, and that is when there are mandatory minimums. You don't have a choice in what the sentence is. And there was a large drug conspiracy case that came to me, 32, 33 defendants, and involved a gang. But as part of this conspiracy, he wasn't a gang member, and he was really not a major player. He was a very minor player, in fact, in this conspiracy. He did what they had accused him of doing. But because of the three strikes rules, if convicted, this young man had to go to prison for life. And in the federal system, life is without parole. There is no parole in the federal system. So when he was convicted, he was going to prison for life. And that to me made no sense. Here was a young man who had potential. Here was a young man who had every disadvantage, and found himself in this spot. Sending him to prison to die was not justice. And that's what, when I talked earlier about going through that system, that's what all the vetting was about. That's what the FBI investigations of me were about. That's what the Senate confirmation hearings are about. Can I dispense justice within the bounds of the Constitution? Obviously, they thought I could. There was no one who voted who didn't think I could. And then they took that away from me and made me sentence Chris to life without parole for a nonviolent drug offense. And that was really the catalyst. Then my phone calls to you, which are, I'm not sure that I am able to do justice. I'm not sure that we're doing justice in this system, and that maybe I should step down and come back.
And you decided to do just that.
And I did that. I would not have done it but for our conversations and this law firm.